5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Weekend confirmed.
Ignition. Liftoff.
This is Need for Speed Shift running on the G2X that T-Mobile sent me with the NVIDIA Tegra chip, and I just impressed my non-iPhone hating friends with it because I'm sold on it. Totally,
It is
totally
very
freaking
impressive.
sold on
It's
it.
buttery smooth, great control scheme, because you really only touch the screen when you want to brake.
Yeah, I thought that was smart.
It's very smart.
It's smart because every single racing game, I'm always accelerating. Like, even if it doesn't make sense to accelerate, I'm going to accelerate.
It kind of feels like, well, why
take that out of my hands and
why
just
would
let
we
me
need
brake.
to be doing that? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the telemetry that you see from race drivers, they're never not on the throttle unless they're on the brake.
Right.
They don't actually just sit there and go, oh, I'm going to coast for a little while, right?
Well, maybe there's a downhill.
So I think that's a really good idea. And
It's a great idea.
Yeah, the visuals are just... I think the other thing that's really cool is how sensitive the accelerometer is. Like, this thing turns at least as smoothly as thumbsticks, if not more so.
Can you adjust that in those games? The
What's that?
sensitivity of it? Tilt
I don't know.
sensitivity?
Usually
I
that,
really
usually
don't
that
know.
annoys me, and that's one of the first Tilt games that it actually felt fluid and good.
That and the quality of the screen. It's really impressive as I'm trying to hold it for the camera at the same time. Maybe I'll do it this way. So we have all the Bethesda stuff.
Yes, I want to hear
And-
some Skyrim.
And everyone wants to talk about Skyrim. So here's my suggestion about Skyrim, is that there's so much stuff that Howard went over in it that I think if it works, and if it doesn't work,
put out a second show,
if it
the Skyrim show.
if this narrative direction that I have doesn't work, then we'll just kill it. You guys can say it's not working. But my idea was that I would sort of like try to verbally paint a picture of the demo he took us through in
real time.
in a few minutes rather than the 2 hours that he spent doing demo and QA. Because there's so much to cover that unless I do that, I don't know. It's going to be like, oh, but he also said this. Oh, but he also said this.
Kill monsters. Talk to town folk.
There's so much
Say
cool
hello.
shit in there. So there's that.
Dragons.
So just out of Bethesda, there's Skyrim, there's Rage, there's Prey 2, there's Hunted, there's Brink. We've got Portal 2, we've got Mortal Kombat, we have SOCOM 4, Pixel Junk Shooter 2.
You skipped over Fancy Pants Adventure.
Fancy Pants Adventures, come on!
I will take out Pixel Junk Shooter 2 in order to say
Billy
a game
wants to-
called Fancy Pants.
Billy wants to talk about Portal 1.
Have you played any online Pixel Junk Shooter?
No.
Will you play some with me?
Yes,
Because
I will.
There's 3-player, isn't it?
No, it's two-player duel. But I went on to play, and like it's been out long enough now that as soon as I went on to play, that the best matchmate it got for me was like a level 14 dude
Yeah.
who had like all.
Get his mount.
You level up?
Yeah. Oh, dude, there's like this whole cool system with like all the power-ups and different weapons
Oh,
you gain,
weird.
and yeah, it's really cool. It's really cool. So we got that, and then
So yeah, I'll just talk about Portal and Clash of Heroes.
that will definitely bleed into the third block.
loved
So
Clash of Heroes
I'm pretty
on
sure.
DS.
I never played it, but this one's so good.
I'm pretty sure that games will bleed into the warning,
iPad?
and so the warning will shrink down some. But
Xbox
there's some good stuff from the listeners to do in the warning. And then for news, we got to get the Wii 2 rumors that broke right after we finished the show last week, and price drop for Wii, March NPDs, the Portal 2 crap over all of the PC players being so pissed that they're doing the grassroots campaign to kill the
Last Guardian delay.
Yeah, there's everything that's cool here. And then so another couple things that are in here is Fable 3 for PC is out, and it's day and date on Steam, and I think that's the first, unless I'm mistaken, that's the first Microsoft published game on Steam. Which is really interesting because Steam...
Microsoft concedes.
Well, Microsoft has their own marketplace, and you don't see Valve going, hey, we'd really like to put Portal 2 on the Games for Windows marketplace.
Yeah, that doesn't happen. Yeah.
Can we put Portal 2 on there, please?
That's funny.
And then we get to the end, the FTC just released their industry report that shows that the gaming retailers are the best at keeping mature-rated content out of the kids' hands. Way better than movies, way better than DVD sales, way
I
better
can
than
just anecdotally tell you that.
way better than everything included. Yes,
Every
sir.
movie I've ever
How do I turn my ear thingy down?
The master volume at the bottom. That's the one.
Ear thingy, ear thingy, ear thingy.
Oh, I got
Ear
this.
thingy.
I got the buttery headphones. I love
Thing
it.
in my ear, thing in my ear, ear thingy.
What's with you and butter today?
Thank you. Did you give him a bouncy
Sweet!
eraser?
I got my Sennheisers back.
I
Yeah.
love these. I love these earphones.
Got the Sennheisers
Buttery.
back.
It's like my ears getting a hug.
I'm gonna sing now. about the Sennheisers. Nice.
Always record.
Over a year later, you still don't have that down. The tape's only 2 hours. There's always an excuse. Always an excuse.
Gotta get those long play tapes, like the recordings.
These are all of the notes from. This is all the notes just from Skyrim.
How come it just says boner over and over and over
There's
again?
Prey, there's Rage, and then there's all the Skyrim notes.
Boner alert.
Notice, not a finite number of dragons. There are dragons everywhere in this world. Everywhere.
All over the track.
That's right. You have to listen to the show to hear the rest of it.
They just read it. They just pushed pause on their video and read it.
hold on.
Hey, just refresh my memory on the warning. Is it one question or is it multiple?
We call it the warning, and really it's just like us bullshitting.
Oh. Okay.
The whole yeah, the warning.
I've been warned about the warning.
The warning is be forewarned that we're gonna bullshit now.
Okay.
It used to be like time limits around the horn and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, we don't really go that way.
There's no bullshitting the rest of the show, just during that section.
Yep.
Yes, just during that section.
Save your nonsense.
That's it. No shenanigans.
Put it all aside. All right, let's do this thing.
T minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Weekend confirmed.
Ignition. Lift off. Lift off.